Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I'm just doing a quick announcement video, just kind of an update on the channel. I know I've done several of these, but if you can believe it, time goes so fast, especially as we get older, right? I mean, I can't believe my next birthday in March, I'll be 61. But I started this channel in January. I wasn't really sure what to expect of it. It's because I love to read. We all have different hobbies. My hobbies are cooking, baking, which I never get tired of, and a lot of people by the time they're my age get kind of weary of that. But I love to cook and bake and try new recipes, and I absolutely love to read. I read generally around 10 books a month. Sometimes I read more than that, sometimes a little less, but if you averaged it out, I read around 120 books a year, give or take. And a lot of those books are just very mediocre. So I kind of, I thought, what am I going to do with this YouTube channel? Because a lot of times when people start a YouTube channel, they want to get it monetized so they can make some extra money, and I totally understand that. But when the Money Mom channel, people are really, everybody wants to save money, right? I mean, who doesn't want to learn about saving money? So that's a really popular topic, which gains more views. Reading is more of a specialized hobby. I mean, I ask people all the time, do you like to read? And so many people say, oh, it's okay, or oh, I don't have time, or it's, a lot of people I know or talk to, very few really love reading. So I kind of feel like this channel over here is kind of what I call a book club. Okay, so if this channel gets monetized, and I make a little money on it, that would be lovely. But right now, I'm not going to put pressure on myself, because when you have a YouTube channel, you kind of feel a little bit of pressure to try to get really good thumbnails, really eye-catching titles, and it puts pressure on it to do your very best so that you can pique people's curiosity and get them to click and to watch, right? But sometimes you kind of feel like that may take away from being authentic, and you can't just relax and do a video you like to do, if that makes sense. Well, if I get monetized over here, great. I mean, I love YouTube. I can say nothing, but they've been fabulous. I mean, I really enjoy YouTube. They keep improving things all the times for the viewers / subscribers and the creators. They're always making wonderful improvements. So I'm just going to relax and enjoy myself over here. I'm going to think of this as my private book club. And what I'm going to do from now on is I'm mostly going to concentrate on books that I really liked. I'm not going to really talk about books, for the most part, that are just mediocre. Because honestly, so there may be weeks where I upload twice that week. There may be weeks I upload 3 times. There may be weeks I upload once. It depends on what books, because I really want to give you the best of the best. It's like, I know this is kind of off topic, but I've even thought before of doing a cookbook, right? But a lot of times when you look in cookbooks, this is a great example, and let's say there's 100 recipes, in my opinion, there's only a few handful of those recipes that are what I call cream of the crop, craveable recipes. And I know it seems like I'm going off topic, but like, I make a really good pumpkin bread that is just absolutely fabulous. Somebody else gave me the recipe. The recipe's from the 90s, okay? Well, I've used all sorts of pumpkin bread recipes, but nothing is as good as this one. And people that don't like pumpkin like this pumpkin bread. I know it's kind of crazy. Well, I want this channel to be the same thing, back to the channel, is that if I'm going to give you a book, I want to give you the very best books that I really like, because a lot of times when I recommend a book, like if somebody likes thrillers and I say, hey, this book is really good, I get people, because I'll talk to people at different places, and then I'll run into them again. Oh my gosh, Dawn, I'm so glad you told me about that book. That was really good. But I think right now there's a trend of so many books that they're just mediocre. And people are raving about them, and I'm like, they're just okay. And because people are reading so many books, they feel like they have to say every book is a 4 or 5 star read. So I want to make sure that the books I'm telling you are ones that I think are good, because once you read a bunch of mediocre books, what I call average books, and then there's nothing wrong with an average book, once you read a bunch of those and then you read what I call a wow book, you're like, wow, I got to tell everybody about this. Because if we don't have tons of time to read, and why not read a book that is going to really grab your attention? Right now, and I can't do a review on it yet, I'm reading a book that has gotten good views, and has so many twists and turns, it's unbelievable. And I can't wait to do a review on that, but I don't know yet what's going to happen. Anyway, I know I'm kind of all over the place in this video. Bottom line, I'm keeping this channel as kind of a book club. If it gets monetized, that'd be wonderful. But I really want to do is give you the cream of the crop, the best books that I like, that I think are worth reading and worth taking times that are going to get your attention. And I also want to introduce you to new authors or my favorite authors. So that's kind of what I'm going to keep it for. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate all of you that have stuck around for almost a year, and I really appreciate your support. Love you, and come back, because the next video I'm going to tell you about is a book that, oh my God, let me just say, it blows me away. That's all. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I love you. Bye.